It is time to get your flu shot. The CDC this morning kicked off its campaign asking everyone 6 months and older to get their annual flu shot. Last flu season was one of the longest on record. 41 Action News anchor Lindsay Shively talked with a doctor about keeping your family healthy this flu season. In this morning's Your Health Matters, that doctor said this year could be worse than last.
Cold and flu season can always be a little scary for parents. I am a new parent, and I remember my first cold and flu season. I never quite knew when it was time to go to the doctor and when it was time to panic and when it was just a sneeze or a sniffle. Dr. Eric Peters is here at Overland Park Regional Medical Center's Pediatric Critical Care Unit. So when do you know? When is it go time to call your doctor?
Well, anytime you're worried, especially worried about how your child's breathing, if they're not eating well, if they're not as awake as you think they should be, that's always a time to go to the doctor regardless of what's causing it. If you're talking about cold versus flu, there's a few ways to tease that out. The easiest being is that the flu tends to hit really, really hard with high fever, body aches, at times some nausea and vomiting and abdominal pain, whereas the common cold tends to come on much more slowly. You get a cough, you get a sniffle. They tend to get a little sicker over the first 3 days, but the flu really hits hard in most cases.
Okay, and if there were any fears about the flu vaccine this year or its efficiency, what would you say to that?
Well, we never know exactly how effective each year's flu vaccine is going to be, but overall, it's still the best thing you can do to prevent flu.
Okay, and I know we kind of watch the other side of the world because they have flu season before us, before it gets here. What is this year shaping up to look like?
Well, if those markers are any indication, we're in for a really busy flu season, really? As many as 5 times the numbers that we saw last year.
Oh, you're kidding. Wow.
It's been bad. So we're bracing ourselves for a very, very active flu season.
So go get your flu shot?
That's the best thing you can do.
Dr. Peters, thank you.
And the CDC is asking people to get their flu vaccine by the end of October.